Hey y'all, CB here, the No BS welder at NBS Welding. Rolling in the super service truck. We're headed down to my buddy's car wash today. This would be the car wash there about a year ago. I built an awning structure down there at the car wash. And this is going to be where they're putting in their new vacuums. You pull up under the awning, vacuum out your car or truck. They've got the block laid and concrete poured and vacuums in place, and the vacuums came with a stainless steel pole, real nice stainless steel square tube post that holds these vacuums, and they've got them in place and it looks good. The posts were longer than they needed to be, and my buddy installed them. He cut them off where they needed cut off. That all looks good. It's always good when you got more material than you need. That's better than not enough. So he got them cut off, and the only thing is that posts, they wobble a little bit. He doesn't like it. He wants the top of the post tied into the structure of the awning. So that's what we're going to do. I got some 1.5-inch angle iron on the overhead rack on the super service truck. We're running through the beautiful town of Buckhannon, and we're going to go down here and get some doozing done. Y'all stick around with us. See, y'all's wondering what diamond is. It's time to shine. Here's the awning. Right there's the old pay station roofs. I don't know if y'all remember back that far or not. We built them pay station roofs there just before they opened up with the pipe to protect those machines, trying to protect those. Alright, let's see what we can get into here with this awning. I really like how this is looking. They got their vacuum there, you know, and it's fitting in the, like that one's fitting into that bay. I mean, all of them are, but they got it laid out real nice. One thing was funny here yesterday. I was talking to my buddy on the phone while I was looking at this, and I answered my own question just as I asked it, because I was saying, you know, I was checking to see how much these poles wiggled that you was talking about them. I said the one on the left wiggles a lot more than the one on the right. And as soon as I said that, I told him, I said, you know, I just realized we built everything level, of course, but this blacktop runs at such an angle that the pole all the way to the right is shorter than the one that's all the way to the left. So obviously, if this one all the way to the left that's so much taller, it's going to wiggle more. Every inch longer something is, you get more wiggle out of it. So let's look at what we want to do here. He wants to tie this top of this in to that structure, and I brought some 1.5-inch angle iron. So this is really just as simple as running a piece of 1.5-inch angle iron from that 1.5-inch tube to that 1.5-inch tube right along the side of our stainless steel post here that wiggles. You know, we'll run it right along the side of there, and he doesn't want to weld the angle iron to the stainless steel pole. Now, I've had people ask me before, can you weld stainless steel to steel? Yes, you can. You can weld stainless steel to steel. If you were willing to have that welded on there, it would hold just fine, just like it's going to hold just fine when he puts a screw in it. But he's going to put screws in it, and that way, if he needs to change this vacuum out, he'll change the whole pole. It wouldn't be a big deal for him to just put the other pole up and screw back into it. So we're not going to weld it, but you can. I've had people ask me, can you weld stainless steel to steel? Yes, you can weld stainless steel to steel. The weld will rust, but it'll probably hold just fine. You can weld mild steel with a stainless electrode. You can weld stainless steel with a mild steel electrode. It'll mix. It'll work. I've had people ask me, can you weld aluminum to steel? No, that's totally different. Can't weld aluminum to steel, but you can weld steel to stainless. But we don't want to here. We're going to cut and fit some angle iron, 3 pieces of angle iron, 1 for each post, and weld them to the structure. Make sure that where they're on there, that this post is plumb. And my buddy's going to come back later, and he'll drill a hole in the angle iron and screw it to the stainless steel post. Let's do it. Got her all wrapped up and done. My buddy's gonna be coming. He's gonna put some screws in through, drill a hole, you know, through the angle iron, through that stainless, and run some screws in there. I had to make sure when I put the angle iron on there that the post was perfectly plumb left to right. Of course, it'll still move at this point, forward and backward. And I wrote on there that they need pulled back. Actually, all of them are leaning just a little bit forward. So when he goes to drill it, he talked about doing either two screws or 3. So that would be right there, you know, through the angle iron and into that stainless steel tube. He's going to want to pull that back with a ratchet strap and drill it and put the screws in it. Make sure it's plumb. But as far as this way, you know, I've got it where all he's got to do is clamp it against the angle iron and it'll be right. Back and forth this way. So the whole thing, I think, you know, I'm real tickled with this. To have built the awning, which it's been a year. Been a year since I built this awning structure. But my buddies that's doing this, you know, they said they wasn't going to do it all at once. They wanted to build the awning, and they was going to think about how that was going to work, and then they was going to get their vacuum plan, and they was just going to take it a step at a time. And even all the way back a year ago when they talked to me about building the awning, they said they weren't going to rush it. And I really like how it's all worked out. I think it looks good. It's going to work good. It's going to last a long time. There's a lot of awnings that you can buy that are made of really, really thin steel. This is the thinnest piece of steel here is I think 3/16. So, you know, this is something where even if you didn't ever paint this steel, it would last a lifetime or a couple lifetimes. And the fact that it's painted and roofed and kept dry, this is really going to work out for them, I think. And it's nice whenever you can custom build something like this and feel good about it. And you know, I think everybody that's worked on this is feeling good about it. You know, looking good to me. So anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, learn how to work with what you got. That way you always have everything you need.